Alright, and we are back. Now look, this video might come out a little bit late just due to the hold on. First, let me, give the intro. Hey guys, it's Dr. Mallow slash Drews MJY. Now, this video might come out a little bit late because I've been really busy over the weekend, and so I haven't really had much time to sit down and record and edit and everything like that. Granted, I already had the gameplay from like a little while back, but just editing and getting everything together takes a little bit more time than I expected, and I just have been busy. This video might come out late Sunday or it might come out early Monday, depends just how the rest of this week continues on. But besides that, how y'all been? Really? No way, she did not say that to you. Keep your head up, Chin. I mean, keep your head up, King. My bad. But this video is not really going to be like all of the other videos that I typically make. This is kind of going to be, just because this is kind of like a on the fly video, it's going to be a little bit of me telling my thoughts on a certain issue, and also me telling a short little story, you feel me? So I don't know if you guys have heard, but they are supposedly passing some sort of bill to ban violent video games, and one of the top games that they're talking about is GTA, which, if you don't know, GTA is kind of like a game where you can do literally whatever you want, like basically anything that you want, anything that you can think of, from owning a business to be honest, selling drugs and killing people. It's a really interestingly crazy game, and it's a lot of fun. Me and my friends play it all the time, and I have hundreds upon hundreds of hours on that game just because of the sheer freedom that you have on it. But the reason that they're saying that they want to ban the game is because of supposedly violence. They're saying that because of violent games like this, people are becoming more violent. So let me go ahead and read an article that I found, and it says, I'm gonna pop it up on the screen like right about here, so y'all can read along with me, and don't mind my first grade reading level. An Illinois lawmaker has their way, then GTA 5 and other violent video games could soon be banned in the state. This is in Illinois, by the way, that this is I think prominently happening in. Why? Well, along with usual moral panic excuses, it seems that Rep. Marcus believes GTA could be partially responsible for the recent Chicago crime waves. Now, one of my main issues is the media and big people in general trying to portray like video games are the bad guy and video games are the cause of all of the world's problems, when that's completely not true. I've played GTA for hundreds of hours, but I've never just thought one day, oh, I want to go shoot someone in the face, or oh, I want to go steal somebody's car, you know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and keep reading. This proposal, House Bill, not even gonna read that, is actually an amendment to a 2012 law that prohibits the sale of certain video games to minors. Under the new bill, restrictions would be expanded to prevent all sales of the documents referred as violent video games, which basically means anything classified under violent video games would be, prohibited to sell. And now, you're not supposed to be selling these certain games to minors. The way that minors are getting these games are, if you go to the game store, your parents just buy it for you, which means that your parents, the parents in this situation, feel that their kid is, I guess you could say, mature enough to play that type of video game. Granted, is the kid mature enough? Probably not. But at the same time, are you really gonna just stop a kid from enjoying their childhood / adolescence? You know what I mean? And let's read this last little part all the way at the bottom. Grant Theft, GTA, and other violent video games are getting in minds of our young people and perpetuating the normalcy of carjacking. Evans says carjacking is not normal and carjacking must stop. Now, you guys can go ahead and pause to read the rest of the article basically if you would like, but one of my issues is, like, obviously carjacking isn't normal, nor is it as easy as GTA prevails it, like shows it to be. Like in GTA, literally you go up to a car and you kick whoever's in it out and you just get in, or, like, it's really that simple. And obviously it's gonna make it seem simple due to the fact that, I mean, you need a car to get around the huge world, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, it's really ridiculous how they're trying to just give this off, and it's kind of just agitating to see, because this is once again the media going ahead and saying, oh, all video games are bad, video games make our kids bad. And it's like, no, not really. Like, if a kid feels like going and stealing a car, that's not because he was playing a video game 5 minutes before he did that, you know what I mean? And I still remember, like, back in around 4th grade, whenever they tried to say that, like, I was watching the news one day before going to school, and they were talking about how bad video games are, and they were once again coming for like GTA, but it wasn't even GTA 5, it was like GTA 4 or something. And I was just like, wow, y'all just gotta let this like shit, like, y'all really need to relax. It's kind of agitating. But anyway, on to the story. So basically, this is a story that took place, I don't even know what year it was. It was between 1st and 2nd grade, if I'm being 100 with you. I woke up and got myself ready for school, and I got onto the bus, and suddenly, borderline, I was just tired. Like, I was just tired on the bus ride, and I didn't have my friend there with me that day, so I kind of just laid down and went to sleep, right? And as I'm sleeping, we finally get to the school, and like, I wake up, like, these kids wake me up, but I was so tired, I looked up at them, and then I just went dead back to sleep, you know what I'm saying? And I go back to sleep, then I wake up for a split second and realize that there's no one on the bus, then I go back to sleep, then I wake up again and there's kids on the bus, then I go back to sleep. So basically what was happening is, dude was running his routes, right? So he ran one of his routes, I believe, and then he was going to pick up the high schoolers, because I'm pretty sure it's like elementary, middle, high over there, like where I used to live. And so he's going to pick up the high schoolers, I'm pretty sure. And I get up and I'm looking around, and I'm like, yo, there's no one on the bus. So I walk up to the front, and he's like, wait, why are you still here? What happened? And I'm like, oh, I was asleep, and you know, I just now woke up. And he's like, oh my goodness, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, okay, well, sit back down, we're gonna go ahead and bring you back. So he finds a way to bring me back. Like, I don't even know where we were. I sat down there kind of freaking out, because I was like, yo, what the heck just happened, dog? And we finally get to the school, and I go into the school like nothing happened. I go into the little main office. The attendance lady is already used to me being late on a literal constant basis, and so, you know, me and her talk a little bit, and then, you know, I head over to continue on with my day. Then, like, at some point, I randomly got called, and they were like, oh, what happened? Why were you late? What happened on the bus? And I kind of just told them that I fell asleep and all that, and that nothing really happened. Then I think it was the same day or like a day after, the bus driver comes up and he asked me, he's like, oh, did the school ever ask you about what happened when you stayed on the bus? And I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, what did you tell them? And I was like, I just told them that I literally just fell asleep. That's all that happened. And he was like, that's all? I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, okay. I was like, alright then. And that's basically the story. Like, nothing more to it, you know what I mean? But hey, I'll catch you on the flip. Hopefully I have a more traditional video by next week. Honestly, probably not. I'll probably just tell like my thoughts on certain things every once in a while I also, you know, throw a little story in there, because I'm not necessarily running out of stories, but I'm running out of appropriate stories to tell, basically. But yeah, I'll catch you on the flip. Dr. Mallow out.